I apologize for the fact that we're inside. I've been planning this video for a few days and it's like -7 out and I just didn't feel like it, so we're doing it inside today. I don't think this is something we're gonna do very often, but we live in northern Wisconsin. Sometimes it's really cold out. I want to talk to you today about attachment. And I'm not talking about the pictures that you send in an email. I'm talking about the things that we associate with our lives that aren't directly a part of us. For instance, some people are very connected to their vehicle. I have a friend who builds old hot rods, and he's very attached to his cars in a way that feels unhealthy to me. He associates his personality with the fact that he owns old cars. And I think that in our society, a lot of things have happened that have brought us to a place where we sort of attach ourselves to the things we own or the things we wear that sort of become who we are or a part of our personality. And I think that we would find a lot more freedom to explore the world and come at the world from a place of openness if we did not have these attachments. I think that, people attach themselves to an idea, like your political beliefs are who you are, or your religious beliefs are who you are. And I realize those are both really big topics, and they were maybe not great examples to use in this particular instance. But I think that if we could come to a place where we were less attached to these ideas, that we would be able to look at the world in a way to where we could judge things subjectively on a moment-by-moment basis, which would create more openness, it would create more personal freedom, it would create more opportunity to learn and grow. And as we've discussed in the past, growth is sort of the ultimate goal in everything that we're doing. We're trying to grow, we're trying to protect nature, we're trying to become more open, more mindful people, and we're trying to shift our lives in such a way that we're living more in tune with nature, more in tune with our evolution. And I think there's some evidence that in pre-agricultural history, a lot of people would make something, use it till they didn't need it anymore, and then just leave it on the ground. And when what you're working with is wood and bone and stone and leaves and grass and plant fibers, that's fine, because you pick it up off the ground, you modify it to meet your need, and then when you're done, you put it back on the ground. No harm, no foul. There's no litter, there's no pollution, there's no waste. But as the culture that we live in now has evolved since the agricultural revolution, we've started manufacturing things that when you put them on the ground, they become waste, they become garbage. So we've been keeping our things and we've been attaching ourselves to them. And obviously, some attachments are necessary. I'm very attached to my daughter. I'm very attached to my wife. But a lot of attachments are not necessary. I love my home, I love where I live, but it doesn't define me. If it were to go away, I'd be sad, but it wouldn't ruin my life. And I'm working on myself to let go of some of these attachments. Twice in my life, I've lost everything I owned. Once, literally everything except the clothes I was wearing, and once everything except the clothes I was wearing and a small backpack with some camping gear in it. And both times it was a huge learning experience for me. It allowed me to grow. It allowed me to be free. It allowed me to have nothing to worry about outside of things that I would say really mattered, like breathing, eating, drinking water, staying warm and dry, and the people that I love. Outside of that, there was nothing in my life because I owned nothing. And I feel that that in my life has been one of the greatest growth experiences that I've had. I actually will suggest to any of you who are in a position to do so, if you can create your life in such a way where you own nothing, it's a pretty amazing experience. It's tough. It's very difficult. You have to be really creative. You have to be willing to put a lot of energy into your life, but it is so freeing and so opening to the world, allowing the world to sort of happen to you in a way where you can't be guarded. You have to be just open. And that was pretty amazing. One of the things that I am attached to in a way that feels unhealthy to me is my hair. I have always felt that having long hair sort of defined me. It defines my personality. It connects me to the way I feel. And for a long time, I said and believed that the reason I have long hair is because it's natural. You know, cutting our hair isn't natural. If the creator or God or whatever wanted us to have short hair, it wouldn't grow. And I've recently come to learn that that's silly and not true. You know, I have tattoos which aren't natural. I wear clothes which aren't natural. I live in a house which isn't natural. So the hair thing, it's more of a social personality trait than anything else. It's something that I feel gives people an impression when they see me. And the attachment has become uncomfortable to me, so I'm gonna cut my hair off. I'm gonna do it today, and then I will be back after I cut my hair and we'll finish this video. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. I did it. Hair's all gone. Physically, I feel nothing. I feel no different. Emotionally, I feel unencumbered and like there's been sort of this social weight lifted from me. I don't have to have that associated with my identity anymore. I can just move forward without that. So I'm curious if any of you have things in your life that you feel maybe unnecessarily attached to, or attached to in a way that is harmful or unhealthy to your life. We all do. It's just sometimes difficult to see them because when we have things we're attached to, we don't see them as unnecessary or extra. But I would like to challenge all of you to take a minute, look at the things in your life and examine your attachment to them. Examine how that attachment makes you feel and how it affects your daily life. You know, maybe there's something that you love that it turns out is making your life less open, less free, less wild. I would really like to hear what you all have to say about this. I'm really curious if any of you have tried any of this before, or if you have something that you want to get rid of, that you want to talk about. Please feel free to leave a comment here on YouTube or on Facebook. If you want it to be something more private that you want to talk to us about, contact us on Messenger or by email, northwindswildernesschool@gmail.com. I hope that you've gotten something out of this. You know, it's something that I think about a lot. You know, the haircut was symbolic, but that's not why we made the video. It was just a means for me to express what I was talking about. So let us know what you think. And if you found any value in this, share it with your friends. Otherwise, we appreciate every minute of your time. Thank you very much. Have a good day.